Okay, so if we're finding the inverse of a function, okay, of any just random equation, all right, we're going to start with the answer, which remember it's x, so we don't know what the answer is, but it's x. And then we're just going to write down all the steps that we would do to f of x, which is the original, that would solve it for x. Say that to everybody, Alondra. Please. So read what Alondra says, okay, and just see if that makes sense to you, okay? We're on step 2, remember? Okay, so are those things that Alondra wrote down, would those steps solve f of x? Would they solve our original equation if we subtracted 3 and then divided by 5? Would that get x by itself? What do you think, Ian? If we subtracted 3 and divided by 5, would that get x by itself? You're the man, Ian. So to figure out what the inverse is then, again, remember we already did step 1. We started with x. Now we just have to write the steps that would solve it for x. So subtract 3 and divide by 5. And that's our inverse. Okay, it has to be in that order. All right. Remember, the first thing we would have to do is subtract 3. So now we have x minus 3. It's one step. Okay, but then we would have to divide by 5. So that means whatever we have written, so this whole thing has to be divided by 5. All right, and that would be the inverse.